Hi folks, I hope you're well. So, yes, this one. So, the last video was talking about abuse and what's the worst kind with regards to the consequences of according to the world and God. A lot of people will say, why are you talking about that? Well, because I know. Because I know. As a kid, I was put in care when I was about 3 years old. When my mother realised she was pregnant with me, she rejected me because she already had a young baby, my brother. My brother's called Paul. We'd never had a relationship. And I've got a sister called Kelly. And again, no relationship with her either. Because I was the only one who was put in care. Because my mother never rejected the first baby or the third one. Only the second one, which was me. Okay. Well, my mother wanted nothing to do with me, and so therefore she was abusive in ways, therefore, towards me. Even put me in care would be counted as abusive. The only one child out of 3, the one she didn't want. Some people would count that as abusive. Well, whether it is, don't know. But while in care, absolutely and totally, you suffer physical, emotional, mental, and sexual abuse. As a child, going through that, yes. Yeah. I was in a children's home. The worst place that I can remember this is Patricksbourne Avenue in Gillingham, Kent. There was a children's home at the top of that road. And, yeah. The people that were managing it couldn't care less about the kids at all. They cared about the money that they were getting from, doing the job, rather than the kids. And they let the bigger boys abuse and beaten up the little boys. They didn't care. And when I was 7 years old, a girl that was about 14 tried to have sex with me when I was 7. So that was sexual abuse from her, but obviously she was still a child herself. But yeah. And for me, at that time, probably just after that, I broke my leg. Did a silly thing at that age. I was on a swing, standing up on a swing, and I saw someone. So I said hello to that person and, was, put my right one to say hello. And then my trousers were going down. So obviously with the other hand, I tried to deal with that. And obviously there was no hand at all on the swing. So I fell off and broke my leg. And the people in charge had they phoned for a taxi to put me into the hospital for that. And my mother was walking through that area, past me every day, because my brother was in the same ward as me, just past me, and she saw me every day, and I probably saw her and knew who she was, and she was just walking past me every day. So therefore, that was the first time I thought, well, okay, people want me for that. And the people who should want me don't want me. So therefore, okay. Then, when I was, 12. Yeah, so I'd been staying with my auntie and uncle. Well, I say before that, I've been in children's homes and boarding schools, and there were some wonderful things going on in different parts of places. Even at Patricksbourne, there were some good things that happened there. It wasn't all horrendous. There were some good things that happened in different places, but some terrible things as well. And the point of it is, as a kid, you got over it. You got over it. Yeah. As I said recently, I was broken. The reason why I was broken is because as a kid, I was broken. I was abused in every way. So I know which type of abuse is worse. Well, as I say, if it's in your mind, so therefore mental and emotional abuse is worse because it's in your mind. Yeah, it's still in there. You hear it all the time. Even, well, not now I don't hear it, but a few years ago I was still hearing that I'm not, that no one loves me and they won't love me, and that's my auntie and uncle saying it. Because again, as I say, when I was 12, I was with them, auntie and uncle. Yeah, my father's sister and their daughters. There are two daughters. One was about 4 years older than me, and the other one was about 6 months older than me. So obviously the one near my age, we were doing things together, playing together, and when we went outside, we had the same sort of friends, so therefore that was good. But then, as I say, they were telling me, not the daughters, my auntie was telling people at that time, they're caring for me, but my father wasn't. They were telling everyone, basically, that they were better than my father. Okay, well, my dad. My father is the right word. Because he was never a dad for me, so therefore father. But so therefore, my birthday is the 28th of, brain isn't working, July, that month. And it was 1981. So therefore, Prince Charles married his first wife at that time. Dina. So that was the 29th. And on the 29th, my auntie and uncle took their daughters for a holiday and put me in a children's home, in care. And the person who was working that night tried to have sex with me and another person, a girl, I think. He was asking me if I wanted to have sex with her. And sorry, no, I was only 12. I didn't know what to do, so I was 12. So therefore, that happened at that point in time. he was trying to touch me and all that sort of thing. And again, he wanted me, but the people that should have wanted me didn't want me. So again, that was more mental and emotional abuse. Telling me that you want me, but you don't. You're lying because you want people to like you. That's really, really bad. But obviously, the care person wanted me. And so, therefore, yeah, after that day, I didn't care about what you wanted. Same as when I was 7. After that night, the next day, I didn't care what that girl wanted. I didn't care. If someone touched me or did something to me, I wouldn't care the next day. Yeah, because obviously, yeah, you want to play, but obviously with the emotional abuse, oh my God, yeah. That was in your mind until, for most of my years after I was 18, I couldn't work. Because in my mind, I knew that I was told I was completely useless and no one would want me. And therefore, I didn't even try. Because I knew no one would want me. So I never tried. Even trying to have a girlfriend, I never tried. Although, the problem is I learned that, for sex, people will want you. So therefore I learned to be good at that for people to actually want me. Because the only reason people will actually want me is because I'm good at that. And and so therefore I didn't know about love. I never knew about love. Not when I was young. I never understand about love because I was never taught about love. Yeah. But there you go, as I say. So therefore I can talk about that sort of thing because I understand it. I've gone through all of that. So therefore I know, and again, I know what the world says, and I know what God says, and what's worse, because I've been talking about that for years and saying, why doesn't the world care about emotional abuse and mental abuse? They care more about the other type of abuse because they can see it more. And but the worst type is always the one you can't see. Because, again, people don't talk about it because what you can see, you talk about because people ask questions about it. What you can't see, people don't ask questions, and therefore you don't talk about it. So therefore, you can't deal with it. It's still there all the time. And for a lot of people, it's that's worse. So as I say, basically, in those times that I was abused sexually, there was emotional and mentally abuse at the same time. And so, what was the reason? There was a reason God wanted that stuff to happen. And again, as I said before I was born, I chose for all that stuff to happen. When I was in heaven, before I was actually born, I chose all that stuff to happen for a reason. Do I understand the reason? No. But that's okay. That is okay. So I don't care about it now. It doesn't bother me at all. And yeah, the people who did it, okay, I wish them well. Yeah, I wish them well, because I mean, most of those people, the older ones, are dead now. Because obviously I'm now 55, so therefore, yeah. And yeah, the people that were in that place, the children's home in Gillingham, that one, yeah, they were about 48 years old at that time, nearly 50 probably. So therefore, yeah, they've gone now. But as I said before, you don't go to brain isn't working. Sorry, you don't go to hell because of what you've done. You only go to hell because you're pointing to what other people have done. It's not about your sins, it's about pointing to other people's sins. That's why when you judge other people, that's where you go to hell. So therefore, as I say, if I meet those people in heaven, good for them. No, it's true, good for them. Because, yeah. Do I want any of those people to go to hell? No. Why? They made mistakes. I've made mistakes. I've done things wrong. Yeah. And as I said before, can I say if I was in their shoes, I would do different things? No, because I know if I was in their shoes, I would do exactly what they did. Because I would be them. And at that time, they couldn't do anything different than what they did. That's how you have to think, because if you're saying, yeah, you can judge those people because what they did was wrong and they should have known it was wrong, well, again, they should have known, well, again, that means that when you die, the measure against you will be you should have known. So therefore, yeah, don't do that. Do not judge other people in any way. Yeah, let God do that. If God wants to judge people, and if people are judging other people, then they will judge themselves by how they judge other people. You don't need to judge anyone. So there you go. You take care. Bye bye.